Welcome to this video. Today I want to talk about some changes you can make to the Vivaldi web browser to improve security and privacy. This is a brand new fresh installation of Vivaldi, and so everything currently is set to default. And I do have just a few suggestions to improve this browser, again from a privacy and security standpoint. And I know that the reason people value this browser and use it is because it's highly customizable, and that's the main reason to use it. Regardless, I would still consider these suggestions. So we're going to click the menu in the top left corner. Let's go down to settings, and let's go down to the privacy and security section. There is a VPN option built into Vivaldi. I personally recommend using and installing a VPN on your computer so that all web traffic is filtered and secure, not just what's going through the web browser. But regardless, you do have that option. In this next section, for the most part, I would leave these set to default. Please keep in mind that enabling this option, while it may be respected and is completely optional to be respected by websites, it may actually make you more trackable because it may make you stand out. And so it may actually be better to leave this turned off. Underneath the Google services, I'm actually going to turn off Form Autofill Assist just to improve privacy. And also the Google extensions, I'm going to uncheck Meet. If this is something you use, you may want to leave it checked. But again, to increase privacy, I'm going to turn that off just because Google is not a privacy-oriented service. Scrolling down, it looks like the crash reporting is turned off by default, which is great. You can choose to turn that on, but I would review the privacy policy before doing that. In general, in most browsers, I do recommend turning off as much as possible as far as sending telemetry or analytics to the developer from your browsing usage. So again, I would recommend leaving this off. You can change how long the browsing history is kept by default. Don't be afraid to utilize private browsing, which can be located, if I close this for just a moment, up here at the top, file, and then private browsing is located right there. And then back here in privacy and security, I did notice that the blocking level for trackers and ad blocking is set to none. At minimum, I would block trackers. I do understand some people wanting to allow ads to support their content creators. Being one, I can appreciate that, but if you do want the maximum privacy, which does overlap to a degree with security, you'll want to select this option. And then down here below, you could even just add exceptions to specific websites if you wanted to do that. Passwords and payment methods. So with passwords in general, I recommend using a dedicated password manager, not a web browser. So I'm going to uncheck this. Same with payment methods. In general, it's just best for privacy and security to fill those out manually rather than having them saved in the browser. Same with address, but you do you. If you prefer the convenience, you can definitely use it. Just keep in mind that does come at a privacy and security risk. Always review the website permissions. Some sensitive ones would be location. Don't have this just set to allow. At minimum, have it set to ask. Same with microphone, camera. If you never use them, just set them to block. Bluetooth is another good one to keep an eye on. Down here towards the bottom of the list, JavaScript optimizer. I was trying to find more information on this one before recording this video. If this is the V8 engine that all Chromium-based web browsers seem to use, I would strongly recommend setting this to block because that feature has had many security issues. And again, that's on all Chromium-based web browsers, so Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Opera. In fact, if I open up the Brave browser right now, which is a Chromium-based web browser, and I search for V8 in the settings right here, manage JavaScript optimization, you'll notice they even comment that it makes it less resistance to attacks, so I have it turned off. And so I cannot confirm 100% that is what this is. Again, I did try to do some research before doing this video. If anyone has any rebuttals or more information, please leave a comment. But in general, I would recommend setting this to block just to be safe. Third-party cookies, block incognito mode only, which is an interesting term to use since Vivaldi uses private windows, but regardless, that's the same thing. And then it does look like it gives you the option to spoof your geolocation, which is great. You can select an option, check the box, and it looks like it gives you additional options down here to edit. You can add more, remove. This is really nice to see. And then we have a reset option here at the bottom. A couple options that are missing from this section. If I search for HTTPS, this feature right here is found underneath address bar, so underneath this section, but you do want to check this box to always use secure connection. And then if I search for DNS, the DNS over HTTPS, this is found underneath network, so right here. I would recommend changing this to at least Cloudflare. NextDNS gives a lot of customization if you want to look into that, or Quad 9, which is privacy oriented, but I would recommend reviewing your DNS settings. And then also double check your search settings, which by default they're using start page, which is great. You could also use DuckDuckGo, which is privacy oriented. And then the last last thing is, again, I understand that people who use Vivaldi are using it because they love customization, which is great. When it comes to extensions, there's a lot of convenience and functionality that comes with those. Just keep in mind that adding extensions can reduce privacy and can become a security risk. And so please make sure that if you're going to install an extension, that it is one that is reputable and has a clear benefit. But in general, I do recommend installing as few extensions as possible. That is everything for this video, but if you do have any comments or questions, please post them down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please consider sharing it. And if you would like to support the channel, go ahead and hit that join button to become a member for as low as 99 cents a month, the thanks button, the subscribe button, or that bell notification icon to get notifications on future videos. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a great day.